Is phishing the largest access vector of ransomware? Over 3 billion phishing emails are sent every day, which is why having strong email security controls is absolutely essential in preventing ransomware from being delivered. This should be your first line of defense. There are many types of controls that can be implemented to ensure better email security, with the most common being enabling email authentication by implementing global phishing protection standards, including SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. Having domain allow lists or block lists to deter phishing attacks by controlling who emails can be sent to and received from. Configuring external email notifications to alert employees when they have received an email from an external address. This can also be used to alert users to spoofed senders. Blocking specific file extensions to prevent users from receiving emails with malicious executable attachments. There are numerous file extensions that are typically blocked by most email providers. For example, here is the list of file types blocked by Microsoft Outlook. Threat actors employ social engineering techniques to elicit some form of human-based user action, like clicking on a malicious link or email attachment, or even just opening a macro-enabled document. Many ransomware variants utilize email and access vector due to it being such a successful technique, the low overhead to get it started, and the diverse techniques available. According to Verizon's 2021 Data Breach Investigations report, the number of ransomware breaches doubled from 2020 to 2021, driven by large increases in misrepresentation, i.e., pretending to be someone you're not, and other social engineering tactics. Phishing, which largely involves human error, is all about taking advantage of people's psychology. Crafting convincing phishing emails is an art in itself and is heavily dependent on the context of the target. Here are some generic tactics used by threat actors to keep in mind. Urgency. Using language that conveys the urgency of a situation will undermine proper assessment and pressure the subject to act as instructed, falling for the attack. Authority. People tend to follow experts and highly informed individuals. Attackers exploit this human tendency to suppress doubts in instructions that would otherwise be considered unusual. Consequently, many phishing emails impersonate CEOs and IT experts. Scarcity. Humans tend to value resources or opportunities more when they are scarce. One example of using this psychological trait as an advantage is imitating an automated warning, such as your account will be deactivated in 24 hours unless you sign in. Another example is offering a bonus for the first 100 people who complete a malicious HR survey. Curiosity. People often open links or attachments simply because they are curious. An attacker may abuse this behavior by warning about the confidentiality of the information or hinting that it might be embarrassing to someone, usually the victim. Inconvenience. Most people do not like to waste their time dealing with a failed bank transfer and would prefer to get it sorted immediately. Attackers sometimes craft emails that inform the victim of an error with an important process. Not wanting to waste any time, the victim will open the link to see what's wrong. Relevant and frequent security awareness training across the organization is vital in stopping this frontline threat. Internal phishing campaigns are an excellent way to train staff on how to identify and report potentially malicious emails. By building a campaign that incorporates elements from all of the general tactics listed above, organizations can help train their staff to spot potentially malicious emails. While general user security awareness is very important in ransomware prevention, so is the continuous development of your organization's security team. One of the worst things that could happen is if one of your security controls correctly identifies a threat and escalates it to a SOC analyst, but they lack the skills to assess and respond to it correctly. It is very important for security professionals to analyze the latest malware in controlled environments so that they can appropriately identify and respond to it when they see it in the real world. This hands-on exposure will ensure that the other security control investments are appropriately used. Plus, awareness of the latest security threats means that even obscure alerts can be correctly triaged and responded to before your organization becomes the next victim of a ransomware attack. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, we can make the digital world a safer place. Thanks for watching and stay secure.